Hey, and welcome to this free training for busy mamas on how to lose 20 pounds in 6 months or less without counting calories, without tracking macros, without weighing or measuring food, or spending countless hours in the gym. This is for the mama who wants to lose the weight, but do so on her terms in a sustainable way that will help you get to the goal without having to compromise on your already full life, being a wife, a mother, a career woman, all of the above. I'm excited for you to learn what I have to share with you today. Okay, so I want to introduce you to a few of my clients and their results. This is Tara. She is a homeschooling mama of 5. She also works and she has a husband. She has all of the things to take care of, and she was ready to start prioritizing her health again. And through the Glowing Mama method, she was able to not only lose 15 pounds, but reverse her diabetes diagnosis. And now she enjoys the energy that she needs to keep up with her kids and her homeschooling journey. This is Amanda. She came to me with a lot of joint pain. She came to me mentally stressed with that sense of urgency, rushing girl lifestyle. She has adult children. She's a single mama, working full time, and just needed to know how to shift her lifestyle. We actually transitioned her off of a vegan diet and started to incorporate some good quality animal protein, and that was one of the catalysts for her to start to lose the weight. After 7 months of working together, she lost over 60 pounds, and she dropped 50 of those pounds within those first 6 months. And I want to share one more transformation with you. Oh, look at that. It's me. See, it wasn't always rainbows and sunshine for me either. I did a lot of trial and error to get to where I am today. I have a degree in kinesiology. I have a certification in holistic nutrition, and years of trial and error between my own personal journey as well as helping clients to transform. And this is what has created the Glowing Mama method. See, in that first picture, I had no idea that my hormones and my nervous system were out of whack. I was working out 5 days a week, and I thought I was eating well enough. And it wasn't until I put the whole package together that I started to see the results, and I've since been able to keep the weight off. I even went through pregnancy and postpartum recovery super swiftly because I had the fundamentals down. But enough about me. Who is this video for? This video is for those mamas who struggle to lose weight. You feel like you've done everything. You've counted the calories, the macros, you've gone to the group classes, you've done the workout challenges, and nothing seems to work. Your confidence might be at an all-time low because you have no idea why the things that once worked for you no longer work. You might be struggling to keep up with your kids and feel like you want to be around for them in the long term and be able to enjoy a life that feels vibrant and energized. And after all this, you're still determined to find a solution. And that's why you're here. The truth is, it's not your fault. Counting calories may work in the short term, but it is unrealistic, unsustainable, annoying. We don't want to be spending our everyday measuring and weighing and counting and inputting our food into some kind of app that's going to tell us how much we're eating and if we're eating too much. Not only is calorie counting unsustainable and unrealistic, but it also doesn't work in the long term. You see, what you're actually doing is undernourishing yourself, and that is going to stress your nervous system, which will eventually end up in weight gain, and that weight gain usually shows up around the time of perimenopause and menopause years. Same thing with tracking macros. It may be a little bit more effective than calorie counting, but it's just not a sustainable or an enjoyable way of life. We don't want to bring our calculators into the kitchen. We just want to enjoy foods that make our bodies feel good and allow us to see the results that we wish to see. And then maybe you've tried all of the fitness things, from group classes to personal training to workout apps, and nothing seems to quite fit or work. Or maybe you have found something that feels good, but the results are just not showing up. You may need external support that is out of their scope of practice. And this is why the Glowing Mama method is holistic in nature. And we'll get into what that looks like in just a second. The Glowing Mama method encompasses fitness and movement, nutrition and nourishment, mindset and mindfulness, as well as sleep and rest in order to get you to the goal. So in terms of fitness, we want to think functional. We want to think realistic and sustainable. We want to think personalized and perhaps short and effective. A lot of us are super stressed out and trying to work out more and increase the intensity, which actually might be working against us. So taking a look at your lifestyle as a whole and what your body is telling you, we can come up with the perfect plan that's going to support you on your health and fitness journey and actually get you to see the results. Nutrition and nourishment. We want to think quality over quantity. So we're eating good quality foods that our body understands how to digest. We want to think anti-inflammatory. So bringing down that inflammation is going to help you feel better within your body so that you can move better and so that your weight will start to decrease. We want to think delicious because there is nothing worse than eating in a way that you do not enjoy. We don't count calories. We don't count macros. We pay attention to strategic and personalized fasting windows so that we can focus on fasting and feasting to get your body to the result that you want. This approach is female focused and hormone conscious so that you're eating in a way that supports your body and exactly where you're at. And of course, we include personalized supplement plans because although we can get most of our nutrition from food, there is a place for therapeutic doses of specific vitamins and minerals in order to get you to the goal. Mindset and mindfulness. This is a very often overlooked pillar of health from many fitness and health professionals. We want to wire our brains for gratitude. We want to visualize what we wish to accomplish, whether that's in your weight loss journey or outside of that, in career, relationship, or life in general. We want to look into your limiting beliefs that are keeping you from success and eliminate those. We want to recognize the patterns where you are keeping yourself stuck and overcome them, and then implement things like meditation. We want to rewire your brain for abundance, success, joy, and peace. When it comes to sleep and rest, this is another often overlooked pillar of health. We will often sacrifice sleep just to get that workout in, which is going to work against you in the long term. We need to prioritize sleep or those results will just simply not occur. As women with fluctuating hormones, we need 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single night. We are not men. Men can get away with 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Women simply cannot. So teaching you how to implement a non-negotiable 8 to 10 hours in your bed every single night is going to be one of the ways that we get you to the goal. And I like to joke that it is actually the laziest weight loss tool because all I'm asking you to do is lie down. And then on top of sleep, we want to think adequate rest. So we're not working out 5 days a week consistently over sore muscles. We are utilizing rest strategically in order to allow your muscles to recover, and then we can come back stronger and get you closer and closer to the goal. So that's the Glowing Mama method. We focus on all 4 pillars ongoing. So fitness, nutrition, mindset, and sleep to help you get to the goal that you're after. Now, there are 2 ways that you can achieve this goal. Option number 1 is to do it yourself. And you might have a little bit of success doing that, but it might take years of trial and error like it took me. Or you might have dips in motivation or hit a roadblock that you don't know how to deal with. You might think that you're doing all the right things and the results just won't be showing up. Option number 2 is to let me help you. Because I've done all of the education, all of the trial and error, I can help you pivot as you hit those roadblocks, as you see those dips in motivation, as you hit those plateaus and your weight isn't moving. We can look into each of the 4 pillars. We can look back at what you've been doing over the last days, weeks, and months in order to help you continue to see results over time. So if that sounds like something that you would like to jump into, then just hit the link in the description box below and book a completely free consultation with me so that we can go over my Glowing Mama method and see how we can apply that to your specific life and schedule. But before you go, I want to share a couple more client transformations with you. This is Laura, and she was able to lose 18 pounds in 12 weeks working with me, and she has been able to keep it off. We meet monthly, and she's continuing to thrive. She was someone who was working out regularly and eating pretty well. It was putting all of the pillars together that really changed the game for her. And I would just quickly want to go over some FAQs because most people do have questions, and I just want wanted to get some of those out of the way before we do jump on that one-on-one call. So the first question that most people want to know is, how much does this cost? The package that is right for you is going to be dependent on where you're at right now, what goals you have, and how quickly you wish to get there. I also want to mention the cost of not taking action right now, because it's often easy to forget that the cost of not getting your health in check now is going to cost you in the long run. It's going to cost you time, it's going to cost you energy, it's going to cost you medical bills. There are so many things that we can save ourselves in the long term by investing in a program like this now, getting those foundational concepts down so that you can carry on throughout the rest of your life in a sustainable, healthy way that also looks great. So I want you to think of this more as an investment and less of a cost, because there is no better investment than investing in your body and your health and your well-being so that you can live a long and healthy life with your family. Another question that comes up often is, I'm super busy. I don't know how I'm going to fit a health protocol into my already busy schedule. I don't have time. So one of the things that we do is we look at your existing schedule and we see where we can sprinkle all of this goodness in. A lot of things don't actually take extra time out of your schedule. It just is a matter of figuring out how to work with your current lifestyle in order to implement the ways that we are going to level up your health. I will not have you spending hours upon hours in the gym. I will not have you weighing, measuring, tracking foods. I will not have you creating recipes that take hours to create in the kitchen, or even doing hours of food prep if that's not for you. We are going to look at your schedule and see what works and what doesn't, and how we can utilize my 4 pillars to get you to the goal. We also work with something called habit stacking. So we figure out where we can stack good habits on top of existing habits to get you there. For example, you might be doing your gratitude practice in the morning before you get out of bed. You might be doing some visualization work when you're sitting on the toilet. You might be doing some exercise as your kids are playing in the living room. There are always ways to implement a healthy lifestyle, no matter how busy you are. Another one that comes up is, I'm scared. I have tried and I have failed before. So why should I invest in something like this? Because at the end of the day, I'm worried that I'm going to fail. One of the best quotes that I've heard is, don't let a bad decision burn you twice. Just because you have tried before and failed doesn't mean that this time is going to be different. And in fact, those failures taught you something to get you to exactly where you are today, which has leveled you up a little bit more so that you are far more equipped to do it now than you were at that last failure. One of the things I teach my clients is that every failure has a lesson. And if we can pull the lessons from those failures, then we can move forward more intelligently and be more successful than we've been before. So if you are worried that this isn't going to work for you, then I want you to think about all of the times when you have tried and failed and what you have learned from those things. And I want you to tell me about those when we jump on our call together so that we can go over it and see if you have the potential to succeed in this plan. And I guarantee that you will be able to succeed if you follow my lead. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. And again, go ahead and book a complimentary one-on-one consultation with me that is linked in the description box below. And I look forward to chatting how we're going to get you to where you want to be. Have a great day.